All right, so for the rest of today, all we're doing, again, you guys have the introduction down here at the bottom. And if you go to the introduction section here in learning modules, so we go to learning modules, go to introduction, you will see the Palo Alto course access available now. You should be able to click the link, and I would open it up in another tab. Sorry about that. Matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can't make that auto do that. But if you open this up in the new tab, you should be taken to Palo Alto Networks Academy. If you don't have an account, go ahead and create a new account, as it says down here at the bottom. So most of you should not have an account unless you failed the course, in which case, welcome. Nice to see you again. Come back, do a new account, fill out the information, create new account, hit continue. Then when you check your email, once you're good, you should see this Firewall Essentials login. So if I log back into my account here, you will see this login. Once you're in this class, if you scroll down, this is where all the material that you're going to be using for the semester. Ignore this syllabus and such. This is just the canned stuff from Palo Alto. Resources that would be viable here is going to be that survival guide. So this is the one that I linked to in the NetLab system. See if there's a newer version. Yes, this is 6. So I'll actually update in NetLab. Just download this real quick. Okay, use that as a reference guide. There's lots of good material in that survival guide. It's one of the industry standards and making sure you know things about cybersecurity. As you're going through here, announcements, stuff like that, we should be good to go. So you'll click on Lab 1 starting next week. Now, you have access to the reading content and all that stuff ahead of time. The section in Blackboard won't show up until the week it is that week, right? So for example, you can't see Module 1 right now, you just see Introduction. Module 1 will pop up on Sundays at midnight, but you can always go out here and get the reading done ahead of time. So if you want to work ahead, you can always go do the reading or the exams and stuff like that ahead of time. You just wouldn't be able to do the labs ahead of time, which I want you to do those after we talk about the stuff on Tuesday, right? It's because labs are on Thursday. That's the reason I want to keep that structure. But if you want to read ahead, I'm definitely not going to stop you from doing that. When you go through here, down at the bottom, you'll see quizzes, and you should be able to take your quiz and do that on the Palo Alto Networks Academy. You'll see these interactive, so I'll tell you this. If you go back and look in NetLab, again, you can't see this right now, but I'm going to tell you, look at the reading on this one. Do the interactive, look at the product summaries. We are going to see that right here. All right. When I tell you to do the quiz, that's what it's telling about here. We're going to walk through all of this next week, but I just want to make sure everybody gets logged into this Firewall Essentials course. Please do that as soon as possible, aka try to do that today before Sunday, so that we can get those up and running in a short amount of time. I'm working on the lab environment and getting that set up. That's not going to affect anybody in this class because there's no labs the first week. They don't kick in until the second week. All right. So the first week, all you're going to end up having is a quiz. After we go through our lecture materials, you'll do the quiz. That's what you guys will do on Thursday of next week. You do your quiz. You do your quiz on Tuesday, you don't have to be here on class on Thursday. It's pretty basic for this first module. All right. Anybody get any questions here online?
To take the quiz or just one?
No quiz this week. Nothing this week. That's all next week is module 1. The only thing you guys should see is just the introduction. So the only thing due this week is just your introduction post and making sure that you're actually logged into the Cisco Networking Academy. Now, you guys are more than happy to go ahead and read module 1 if you want to before we do the lecture on Tuesday. Obviously, I have no problem with that. So you'll have access to all those materials over here in Palo Alto. If you want to be prepped before I come into the class, you're more than welcome to go through the reading material here. I wouldn't recommend reading, heavy resources here. We will cover this stuff on Tuesday. All right. Nobody's got anything? Again, please get signed up in the class. The sooner you do that, the sooner I can activate exams and do all that kind of stuff. It's not quite like Cisco where if you're not in the class, I activate everything, you're not activated. So I got to go back and reactivate it 5 times because you guys didn't all get in. So please get this done by Monday so that when we start rolling on Tuesday, it's really easy for us to go through. All right, stop the recording.